What's up, everybody? I'm Abe. This is Stellaris. Now, we started these sort of how-to videos um, when it was version 1.9.1, and now it is version 2.0. So there's been quite a bit that's changed, and I'm just going to push forward. So we've already gone over Empire creation for the most part. There's one item that this video is going to touch on, which is some. Originally, I had planned to go over ship selection, weapons, and FTL choice. And a lot has changed there, so this is actually an apropos video for that. But we've gone over traits, ethics, authority and civics, and planetary types. And there's been a couple little changes to to some of the civics and the ethics and such. So you should just read up on what you've got. I might have missed something. If I missed something key that you want me to go over, then by all means let me know. But in the meantime, one of the other options is the advisor voice, which is really pretty cool.
We will have equality, liberty. You seem overworked. Have you
And
considered joining a union?
yeah, it's based on the government, and you can pick, sort of make it custom based on whatever you want and how it sounds. But I get a kick out of it, and that's a pretty neat little option and choice. It's totally irrelevant to the gameplay other than how you interact with it and what it sounds like. Now, previously, you could choose, let's see, city appearance, name and class. Nope. There's the planets. Appearance. Nope. We're a pretty good-looking race here, the Pobellan Confederacy. Ship appearance. There we go. So, again, this is totally cosmetic. The Empire, the advisor voice is, it's basically cosmetics. So is the flag, and previously you would be able to choose. So this literally just has no bearing on the game whatsoever, other than what your ships look like. There are no bonuses that are conferred for this. Previously, you were able to choose whether you wanted to use lasers, kinetic weapons like guns, or missile-based weapons, and then that's sort of the technology tree that you started with. But they've removed that, and they've replaced it instead with, you start out with the base technology for all three weapon types. And then as research options are presented to you, you can choose to pursue one or the other. And the same thing goes for FTL choice. Now, instead of FTL, and I guess that was a bad segue because FTL choice is not the same as weapons. The three different options were wormhole, hyperlane, and just general warp travel. And there were pros and cons to each of those, but they've removed the ability for you to choose that. And now it's something that shows up later in the game in research choices. So at the beginning, you don't get to choose. I started a game yesterday. I played for a few hours, and everyone starts out and is locked into a hyperlane type form of travel. And playing like that and knowing that everyone else is playing like that sets up a lot of strategies and tactics. And we'll get into this in future videos. But for now, the last things that you get to choose, this, what your ships look like, what your flag looks like, which is this item here, what advisor voice you've decided to choose, and all of that. Everything that we've talked about, weapons, you don't get to choose anymore. FTL, or faster than light travel method, you don't get to choose. So that's kind of it. And you're ready to, at this point, start the game. So in the next few videos, we're going to talk about some of the key portions of what gameplay involves. So there's obviously resources. There's sort of secondary resources. And there's strategic resources. And so I may break those up into 3 separate videos. But as you get into this and as you start out, later in the game or later in these videos, I'll have one that talks about kind of how and what to do for the first 10 years of the game, things to focus on, things to think about. So look for those. And if you have questions, and as you get into it, you most likely will have questions, by all means, jump over, leave a comment on one of my videos, and if nothing else, I'll make a video to explain it. And if not that, then I'll respond and try to answer it in text. So thank you for watching. You can find me and support me over on Twitch. I'm at Vinsis. I've got a full-time job doing other things, and so I'm not on Twitch as often as some Twitch streamers are able to be. But you can find me and support me there. You can find me on YouTube at Vinsis Gaming, and I appreciate you being here. So let's get into Stellaris and learn a bit more, and we will go from there. So I'll catch you in the next video.